What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 9-game NBA DFS slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by Superdraft. We've got 9 games today, and 6 of them involve teams on a back, so today can get squirrely real fast, just like the April NBA DFS slates we all know and love. So let's get that power of positivity back in the air, and right now, please hit that like button if you want your chance to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, courtesy of Superdraft. Like this video and comment your overall top value according to Draftkings salaries down below. Nobody got Chris Boucher yesterday as he went off for the first time when none of us are playing him, and we appreciate that so much. We can do it today. I believe in you in this hump day, so like this video and comment your top value play down below. And for everybody who asked yesterday, my dog Penny's doing a bit better today, so thank you guys for your concern. We appreciate it a bunch, but we've got no time to waste here in Penny's honor with this Four Corners. Let's get right into our first corner of the top owned plays, and Mo Wagner in a game at Portland was 117 implied points for Washington. Wagner is 37% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he's 7% on FanDuel. Wagner's DK near minimum price has him projected for high ownership with Thomas Bryant out for rest on this back-to-back, with some size needed inside thanks to the matchup tonight against Hassan Whiteside. And a more reliable top-owned play looks like Luka Doncic in a game versus New Orleans, where there's 122.3 implied points for Dallas. Luka's got 23% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 45% on FanDuel. Luka has games of 61 and 65 fantasy points versus New Orleans this year, with his last game down to 49 fantasy points due to a massive blowout at home, with a stellar price for Luka on FanDuel and a good one for him on DraftKings as well. And our last of the top-owned plays is Kevin Porter Jr. in a game versus Boston, where there's 107.3 implied points for Cleveland. Porter Jr. is 20% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he is 37% on FanDuel. Porter Jr. saw 41 minutes last game with Darius Garland out as he put up 31 fantasy points on 5 for 14 shooting. He's likely to find similar court time today with Cleveland's depleted roster going against a very injured Boston squad. Now for our next corner, let's talk about the current top value plays, starting with America's NBA DFS sweetheart Brad Wanamaker in a game at Cleveland, where there's 109.3 implied points for Boston. Wanamaker chalk is always an enjoyable day for the DFS community, he said sarcastically, but with Boston's lack of bodies and some usage go around in a cake matchup against Cleveland, it seems like a good spot for Wanamaker's current price tag. Another current top value play looks like Shabazz Napier in a game at Portland, where there's 117 implied points for Washington. Napier is entirely too cheap on FanDuel and decently priced on DraftKings, with Ish Smith downgraded to doubtful in a matchup with the slate's highest combined total at Portland. And our last top value play is Brandon Knight in a game versus Oklahoma City, where there's 101.3 implied points for Detroit. Knight started the second half after Derrick Rose went out last game, and while Svi Mikhailik's 39 minutes were more, Knight played 16 minutes in that second half and is a more capable scorer with Rose and Bruce Brown expected out. And now into our next corner, some of the other core plays I'm looking at in the slate, starting with Jason Tatum in the game at Cleveland, where there's 109.3 implied points for Boston. Tatum was upgraded to probable with Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and Gordon Hayward out, and he should have all the usage he wants against Cleveland's bottom of the barrel 113.8 defensive rating. Another core play for me looks like Karis LeVert in a game versus Memphis, where there's 112.5 implied points for Brooklyn. LeVert went off for 51 real-life points last night versus Boston, and while there's some risk of a letdown on a back-to-back, he and Spencer Dinwiddie are well priced, with one likely to have a day against fast-paced Memphis. And our last of the current core plays looks like Kobe White in a game at Minnesota, where there's 113.5 implied points for Chicago. White put up 20 shot attempts last game with Zach LaVine out, and while Lauri Markkanen returning to the lineup isn't great for his usage, White should have potential for a big day against Minnesota's fast pace and poor defense. And now for our last corner, here are some lower-owned dart throws that I'm looking at, starting with Nikola Vucevic in a game at Miami, where there's 105.8 implied points for Orlando. Aaron Gordon is questionable, and Vuce would be an interesting option if he's out after he had 36% usage and a 51 fantasy point day despite a blowout last game versus Portland, with a tough but competitive matchup tonight against Bam and Miami. Another higher-priced lower-owned dart throw that jumps out to me is Kristaps Porzingis in that game versus New Orleans, where there's 122.3 implied points for Dallas. Porzingis' price is high enough that people won't get there much, but he's been over 49.25 fantasy points in 5 out of his last 6 games. The match versus New Orleans on a back-to-back is about as good as he can get. And our last very cheap lower-owned dart throw is Jerome Robinson in that game at Portland, where there's 117 implied points for Washington. Robinson played 30 minutes yesterday after he started the second half, and while he's a very iffy permanent player, he's near minimum prices and would have been on pace for 40 minutes based upon his second half run. So that's what I'm seeing so far for an interesting but maybe tough slate tonight. So right now, please hit that like button if you want your chance to win that free month of Awesemo Plus courtesy of Superdraft. Like the video and comment your overall top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. And if you're not playing on Superdraft yet, you should be, so check them out right now at superdraft.io or by downloading Superdraft from the App Store. Use the promo code Awesemo when you sign up to get $20 free with a deposit of over $100, so check them out right now. They've had a lot of overlay in their tournaments recently, and overlay is a way for you to win money without doing much, so check them out. Take advantage of what they're doing right now as a new site with deposit bonuses, overlay, and decreased rake at superdraft.io, and use the promo code Awesemo when you sign up for $20 free. And with all the moving moving parts on tonight's slate, you may want to use this promo code Switch and Edge for half off your first week of any Awesemo Plus package. Check them all out right now at awesemo.com/join and use that promo code Switch and Edge to get half off your first week at awesemo.com/join. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I got my personal podcast on my pinned tweet, and all my DFS content comes through my at Chris Spags handle on Twitter. So check me out right now on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I don't know what that hand gesture just was, but tune into Live Before Lock tonight where you've got Fast Eddie Fear and the Chubs for Josh Langman taking you into lock. And of course, I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great night amidst this weird slate, which I really hope doesn't go south for us. And I'll see you guys again soon. Good luck.